Hey, how's it going, guys? Matt here from Toasty DIY, and I'm here with a quick video to show you my personal recommendation for an entry-level camera that you can get whether you're starting YouTube, live streaming and want a DSLR and upgrade from a webcam, or doing some basic video just as a side hobby. This is my #1 recommended camera, the Panasonic G7, and what's special about it is its price and its features, but I actually added something a little bit different that's very affordable that you should definitely consider adding if you are going to pick this camera up. But before we talk about that, let's talk about this camera real quick and why I recommend it. Now, the main reason why I recommend the Panasonic G7 is the price. It comes in at around $400 on the used market, a little bit more than that right now if you are buying it new, but at around $300 to $400, it's a no-brainer because it packs 4K 30, the ability to film at 1080p 60, and all the other resolutions and frame rates in between. Having the flexibility of 4K 30 and 1080p 60 for a price point of only $400 is honestly a no-brainer. You really should have a camera like that nowadays if you're going to stand out on YouTube. 4K 30, having that extra beautiful visual quality really goes a long way. There really aren't many other cameras on the market right now at this price point with those features. That's the beauty of the Lumix lineup. They have really awesome features at a really low price point, and the Panasonic G7 was our main camera for the Toasty Bros YouTube channel all the way up to about 150,000 subscribers before we decided to invest in a GH5, which of course was a good upgrade, but as you can tell, we stayed in the Lumix family because we absolutely love these cameras. Now, the one thing you might be wondering is, what is on your lens? Well, I'm actually using the kit lens that comes with the G7, which, if I'm being perfectly honest, is really awesome for the money, but there is an adapter on it, which is a wide angle adapter, which I'll leave a link in the description down below. This adapter allows you to, well, get a wide angle without having to spend a ton of money on a wide angle lens. I think this thing roughly costs like $20 or $30, but check the link in the description down below for an updated price. But I do really recommend this because if you're like me and you don't have a ton of room in your setup, you really are going to want some wide angle adapting to, well, be able to be in the full shot, because as you see right here, it's a perfectly framed shot in my opinion, at least. And I'm going to go ahead and take the wide angle adapter off and show you what it looks like without it. And here's what it looks like without the wide angle adapter. You can see a major difference, and well, it doesn't look too great, and I really don't like how close you guys are to me. Again, you can get a lens if you want to, that would probably improve this, but the Micro Four Thirds sensor is just by its nature a small sensor. It, one, is not super great in low light, and two, you really just can't get super wide angle lens on Micro Four Thirds that don't cost a ton of money. So it's a limiting factor, but with something like this little adapter right here, you could go from this to something like this, and well, it looks a lot better. The only issue I do have with it is it does cause some fraying around the edges. It's not the cleanest around the edges, so if you want the sharpest of video quality, it's probably not the best idea, and you should probably invest in something else. But it does work for my use case, and I think it does look really professional in my setup. I do have a ring light right here, as you can see, that is shining on my face. That does make the video quality look a lot better. Having really good lighting is important, so investing in something like the G7, one of these Elgato arms are definitely optional. You can use like a tripod if you really want to, and then something like this ring light or any sort of like LED light that you can have, well, shining at your face directly can make for a pretty awesome visual quality. But as I mentioned, the real beauty of this camera is the ability to use it for multiple things. It's great for content recorded directly on the camera for YouTube. It's great for live streaming because it has a clean HDMI out plugged into a capture card, no problems whatsoever, and it is great for any other use case. It has a pretty decent sensor for photos. It's not the greatest, but it is decent enough to take photos, and it's just a well all-around camera that's perfect for you to start your YouTube channel. So I really suggest if you are starting a YouTube channel or you want to upgrade your webcam to a new camera, check the link in the description down below. It is an affiliate link to a eBay listing for buying the Panasonic G7, and hopefully you do pick this up because it is a great option, and we would still be using these if we really didn't, well, grow the channel so much that we had to up our standards even more. I really do think you can make a very professional YouTube channel with the Panasonic G7 and have no problems whatsoever. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop a like and let me know down below what kind of camera you like, if you're using one for YouTube or whether you've considered using the Panasonic G7. I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And also, if you guys haven't done so already, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.